Yesterday, I had the pleasure of attending the Manor Basket Range Open Day in the beautiful Adelaide Hills. And let me tell you, it was such an inspiring experience. Seeing so many engaged couples exploring, chatting with vendors, and just soaking in all the possibilities for their big day got me thinking. There are some very real, tangible benefits to attending these kinds of events that goes well beyond what you can get from online research alone. So in today's episode, I am diving into why it's absolutely worth your time and effort, yes, even you, dear introvert friend, to head out to a wedding expo or a venue open day. And I know that if you're planning a destination wedding or a couple of celebrations in places that you don't live or can't easily get to, that heading out to a live event is just not a possibility for you. But I also believe that this is exactly when the value of an experienced and reputable planner and or coordinator are worth their weight in gold, because they need to become your eyes and ears, right? I also took the opportunity to chat with some attendees and vendors at the event, and I asked them the question, what do engaged couples really get out of attending an open day? You'll hear their thoughts and impressions, and I think you'll find it both eye-opening and helpful as you plan your own wedding. And then I'm going to share what I believe are the 5 reasons you want to make the time to attend something similar where you're getting married. Let's get stuck into this. Unbridely is a community of pro-wedding vendors who believe in freedom and integrity in weddings, giving you options, solutions, tips and tricks to create the experience and memories that you and your fiancé really want and deserve. Because we believe that weddings are a team sport. With how-tos, stories and interviews with recently married couples, we find out what went right and what they'd change if they could go back and do it all over again. I'm Camille, and welcome to the Unbridely podcast. If you haven't been to the Manor Basket Range before, I want you to imagine a breathtaking country estate perched in the Adelaide Hills, featuring a historic stone-walled castle, rambling gardens, water features, a little petite chapel. It's a pretty gorgeous location. It has the spaces and the different outlooks for photo opportunities, for videos, for your ceremony reception, and with the accommodation, you can stay there as well. And so I guess most of the people who were coming along yesterday to the open day were kind of exploring. They were kind of having a look at what this venue offered them and whether or not it would suit their needs. So first up, I want to share with you the comments and thoughts from the attendees and vendors during the day, because it's raw. Truly, their first impressions and thoughts, like literally. I even had a couple tell me about their engagement story when they both proposed to each other on the same night. Very cute. And after those recordings, I will share with you what I think are the 5 best reasons why attending a local wedding expo or venue open day in person will help you so much more with your entire planning experience than anything you can do online will. Here we go.
I just love seeing all the positive energy. Everyone's really excited about what they do, and everyone's really proud of what they do, which is really exciting to see. And it's all just excitement about weddings all around. Which is where you're at. Yeah, which is really good.
What was your name?
Lana.
Lana. What will you get from today's wedding expo?
A good place to start, because I'm not really sure where to go from here.
I think just being able to see a whole lot of the vendors around and talk to them, and people who are experienced with working in this particular venue as well. Yeah.
So tell me all about the night that you proposed, because I understand that you both had the bright idea. Tell me all about it.
Well, we went to Sydney actually on a weekend away, and I had an engagement ring for him, and I was like, I've had enough of waiting, and I thought, you have until dessert, sir. So in the hotel room before we went out, he proposed, and I was like, wait here to see this. So yes, I had an engagement ring for him too, so we both went out sporting and nubling. It was fantastic. Yes, really, really lovely.
That's so cool. And for you guys coming to the Manor today for the open day, what do you hope to get out of coming here?
Oh, some ideas. So we've got a lot of stuff organised, but obviously not everything. So we've been looking for some new ideas, and seeing the place lit up, ready to go is really lovely too. So yeah, it's been beautiful. Met some nice people too, like yourself.
Awesome. Yeah, we hope that everyone's on their best behaviour. I know that Wade looks like he's going to bite your head off, but he's actually really nice. He's a videographer. Wade, say hi.
Hello.
Okay, you're talking on the podcast, Wade. This is the Umbrella podcast, and we're just making sure that people like you aren't too scary to talk to.
No, not scary at all. Ask my wife.
Okay, we shall. Beautiful. So I've got Chelsea here from Status Official, planning, coordinating, and also him and her music. Amazing singer, planner extraordinaire, and she's here expoing at the Manor today. And I'm going to ask Chelsea, what do you think couples get out of coming to places like this?
Thanks, Cam. I think coming to an open day is a great opportunity to meet your suppliers, because beyond the service that they offer, it's really important that you connect. And I just think it's a great opportunity to ask questions and to dive in, which is so much easier done in person than over email or even over the phone. So I'm all for it. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're getting face to face with people. It's very real. It's very non-Zoom. It's fabulous. Thank you, Chelsea. You might be able to hear the cackling in the background, and that is the lovely Carolyn from Sweet Nothings Flowers. Carolyn, come over here. So we're here at the Manor Open Day, and you're in a different room to me, so I'm not seeing what you're seeing. Tell me, what's the vibe up there?
Oh, it's delightful. I'm having a great day. I'm out of the house. I'm chatting to people. There's flowers. There's candles. It's beautiful.
Have you had any of the food?
Oh, yeah. I had like a black bao with duck in it. Yeah. And it was amazing. Yeah. And then it was all in my teeth.
And just a word, there's a little bit still there. But go and have a look in a mirror in a sec. I wanted to ask you, why do you think engaged couples should come to wedding open days?
Oh, it's just a one-stop shop for like, if you have 5 vendors left to book, just like pew, pew, pew. Just get them all. Like...
It's not a Pokemon game, but are you saying that perhaps there's certain types of vendors or there's a certain quality standard?
Absolutely. All the vendors here today always work at the Manor. We know it inside out. I've done a million weddings here. I know the specs of the trestle tables and exactly the most efficient way to fill them with flowers. And everyone is a freak like that here. And we're the same vibe. We match the vibe of the venue. So if this is your venue, like, yeah, we're the best people.
Yeah, that's so cool, Carolyn. Thank you. So I'm with Key Lou from Captured by Key Lou, master photographer, award winner, just coming out of his arse. And this is Key's first time here at the Manor for the Manor Open Day. And I want to know, Key, why do you think couples should come to open days like this?
To meet all the suppliers under one roof. That's the biggest advantage. And obviously to see me in person, because I don't normally like seeing people in person.
Yeah, same, Key.
Unless you book me.
Right?
Beforehand.
Yeah, pay us a lot of money and we'll see you in person. No, but I was just about to say, Key, like, I feel like the conversations I'm having with couples here today are like really decent conversations.
Agree. Cannot agree more. Yeah. And you get to meet all the couple in person, give them advice, they ask you questions. You get a good idea of where everyone's heading with their wedding planning. Yeah, it's amazing.
2025 or 2026 couples mainly?
At the moment, it's more 25.
Yeah?
Yeah, more 25 at the moment, which is, in my opinion, is a bit late.
Isn't it?
Yeah. My bookings are like mostly 26 now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, yeah.
So true, Key, so true. And I feel like that vibe of booking a bit late is something that's happening more and more. So what would you say to those people who are engaged and who still want to get married in 2025 and still haven't booked their vendors?
You have to really move fast. Unless your wedding's in a weekday, then yes, you still got a bit of time. But if you're talking about Saturday or Sunday, then you really need to lock things in. And you know what? It's actually smart to lock your vendor in early because the rate will only increase. They won't decrease the rate.
Correct.
Early to book is actually cheaper for your wedding.
That's so good, Key. Thank you.
I've got Gabrielle from She Runs Wild Flowers. She's here expoing today at the Manor. And Gabrielle, I wanted to ask, why do you think that couples should come to a wedding expo like this?
I think it's a good opportunity to see all the different vendors, see their creations in person and have a good chat through all of them as well, and, you know, really vibe if you're going to, am I going to vibe with that person? You know what I mean? I think that's really important to have that, you know, communication and to meet everyone and, yeah, work out who you actually want for your wedding day.
I'm here with Teresa from Lion's Den Cakes, and she is displaying up in the ballroom part of the Manor. And I wanted to ask you, Teresa, like, how was your day?
It was fantastic. The people that have come through, it's sometimes you don't know who to speak to. I didn't know quite where to stand, but it was such a great day. Such a beautiful day as well. It's so nice having a wander around and talking to people and being able to eat some cake as well.
Of course, a priority. And I wanted to ask you, Teresa, like, you know, obviously your business, like every other vendor here, is online, and you've got Instagram, you've got your website and everything, and people can, you know, find you and discover you there. But what do you think the advantage is for engaged couples to come to something like this?
I think you get to ask some of the questions that you wouldn't normally ask via email. I think when you are emailing a company or checking out their website or their socials, it can sometimes be very curated, or sometimes you're just asking the stock standard questions. But coming to a day like this, you get to touch, you get to feel, you get to see things in perspective. And then, of course, more importantly, I think you really need to vibe with the person. It's going to be such an important part of your day, and you want to make sure that you are in good hands and have a good laugh and a chat and make sure that these people fit you. I hope I fit you.
So good. I am with Bianca from the Sposa Group, and she is also expoing up here in the ballroom of the Manor today. And I wanted to ask you, Bianca, because you're just about to open your boutique, is that right?
Yes, that's correct. Very exciting.
What is that magic date, Bianca?
October the 21st.
And where is your beautiful wedding gown boutique?
63 Anley Road, Parkside. And appointments are open now on the website.
That's so exciting. That's so exciting. So, unfortunately, you know, because we're on a podcast, you can't see the 4 gorgeous gowns that are here in front of us. But, Bianca, for engaged couples, you know, for those who came along today, what do you think the advantage is of coming to something like this versus maybe looking at stuff online?
They get to touch and feel and see the finer details and actually see what goes into making a bridal gown, the different layers, the different options you can have as well.
Yes. Do you know what one of the biggest regrets of newly married couples is? They'll say, I wish I had more memories from my wedding day. It was my favourite day. And one of the smartest ways I've seen couples do this is by making sure that they arrange a quick, foolproof and really simple way to collect and share their guests' wedding photos. Because if you think about it, with an average wedding of, say, 100 guests, with every one of them taking 5 photos or videos, I mean, they'll take much more, of course, but I'm talking about the good ones. That's an opportunity for you to collect and download 500 extra photos and videos of their perspective on your wedding day. The stuff that happened that you didn't even get to see. But your barriers are overly complicated instructions or processes. Let's face it, if it takes too long, forces your guest into registering, if you've got to use a certain social media platform, or it's just a pain in the ass, and I'm looking at you, Dropbox and Google Drive, your family and friends just won't do it. And the tech fear and privacy concerns too, because no one wants to download yet another app that has a data breach. Never Miss Moments is an essential resource for busy soon-to-be-weds just like you. Your unlimited photo and video gallery is held in a secure server for 12 months, and for your guests, it's a one-click QR code solution. There's no app to download, no need to register, and it's quick. Win-win. Your guests will be able to look back on and reminisce about your wedding, and your fam and friends' different perspectives of your wedding day is such an incredible lifelong gift for you too. The team at Never Miss Moments are obsessed with giving you the very best customer service, and I'm stoked to be able to pass on their special 10% off discount offer on their galleries when you go to nevermissmoments.com/unbridely. So that's never miss moments, all one word, .com/unbridely, which, in case you don't already know, UNBRIDELY. The discount will show up in your cart automatically. And of course, I'll pop the link in the show notes for you as well. Here are my 5 best reasons why attending a local wedding expo or venue open day in person will help you so much more with your entire planning experience. Number 1, face-to-face interactions with vendors. When you go to one of these events in person, you can meet potential vendors, which builds rapport, and it can help you assess whether they're a good fit for your wedding. They might be great vendors, but it's whether or not they're going to fit what you want, what you're doing. In-person meetings are crucial, especially because some online-only vendors may use photos of other vendors' work to misrepresent their services. By meeting them at expos or open days, you can personally verify the quality of their offerings and avoid the disappointment of booking a vendor whose online portfolio doesn't match the reality. Reason number 2, you have real-time demonstrations and displays. Wedding expos and venue open days showcase live demonstrations like reception table setups, decor and furnishings, food tastings. Oh my God, there was this gorgeous like a fried chicken thing with aioli on the side. There were bao buns with duck. Oh my God, the food was amazing. And so, yeah, food tastings. You get to try out what's going on at the venue. There are floral arrangements, meeting with florists, seeing what they can do, seeing what's trending. There are full photo albums and there are videos being played. You can see for yourself the quality of work firsthand rather than relying on those online photos or other couples' reviews. And again, you get to see whether the work that the vendor produces is the work that you actually like. Reason number 3 is the time saving. As counterintuitive as it might be, getting out, going to a live wedding expo venue open day means that you've got a one-stop shop there because they gather numerous vendors in the one location, allowing you to compare and contrast your different options quite quickly. Instead of spending hours and hours online, you can make faster, more informed decisions by seeing everything in the one place at the one time. And of course, it might be yourself. It might be yourself and your fiance. It might be yourself, your fiance, and some bridesmaids, your mum, whoever. It means that also if you truly value the opinions of others, or if they're paying, they want to see what they're paying for. It can help you make those decisions on the spot. Reason number 4 is assessing the vendor vibe and enthusiasm. Doesn't that sound ridiculous? Let me explain why it's not. Chatting with vendors in person lets you get a sense of their energy, enthusiasm, their personality. Because as much as the price and the product or service are important, if you don't easily get along with them, or if you find it difficult to communicate with one of your vendors, they're going to be a pain in your ass for 12 to 18 months. Just imagine what it might feel like to see an email from them pop up in your inbox and your immediate gut reaction is, ugh, I'll get back to them later. That's not the feeling you want. You want, oh, it's them. I wonder if they need anything from me. It should inspire you rather than drain your energy and feel like a chore. It's so much easier to determine if their style and approach align with what you're looking for when you're engaging face-to-face. And here's the kicker. Your wedding will be in person.
Like you actually need to put a bra and some pants on and get out there. So if your vendors and venue are no good in real life, your wedding is not going to feel great either. And you don't really have a gauge on that until you interact with them in person. And reason number 5 is inspiration beyond the screen. Because being in a live environment gives you a chance to see a fairly wide range of trends, themes, and ideas that you might not have come across online. The algorithm of what you've searched for in the past, what your friends have searched for, it's going to determine what you see. So going to a live event is a chance to explore creative options in person and get inspired by different displays and setups. Sometimes engaged couples don't know what they want or even like until they see it first. And an added bonus reason number 6, is that sometimes there are available to you exclusive deals and offers. So some vendors offer special limited time discounts or offers for attendees of events like these, because these live events give vendors the flexibility to offer you savings, dollars off, or bonuses by adding things to their packages that you don't have to pay for that they're unable to do when they have online inquiries. Now, not all vendors do this. And for me, I don't discount my celebrant services. I don't. I don't. And that's fine. That's how I run my business. But what I like to do is I like to add bonuses. I like to add value to the packages that my couples are already paying for. And so an example of that is like yesterday, I was able to launch the new page on unbridely.com, which is called Unbridely Perks. So when you hear an ad for a percentage off something on the Unbridely podcast, or a special bonus, a free ebook, a guide, something along those lines, you will find the links to those in the show notes of the podcast episode. But, if you're driving, I don't expect you to be, pushing on that link. You can always go to unbridely.com/perks, PERKS, and you'll see them all in one place. You'll be able to see the brand new ebook from the Unbridely Suppliers Pro Group, which is all about how to get the very best out of your wedding vendors. And you can click right on there and get it sent to you. It's a fabulous, fabulous resource as you're going along with your wedding planning. So have a look at that as well. As always, these are my thoughts and opinions. You might be feeling very differently, or you might have alternative experiences when you go to live events for weddings. So let me know. You can DM me at Unbridely on Instagram, or you can email me, hello@unbridely.com. Love to have a chat with you, and I'll catch you next week. That about wraps it up for this episode of the Unbridely podcast. For the links and resources we mentioned, please head to the show notes. And if you love the show, please review and subscribe on the podcast platform you're on now so you don't miss out on a single episode. Thanks so much for listening. And remember, weddings are a team sport. Catch you soon.